Good afternoon, class. In our last lesson, we talked about security. We discussed security and insecurity in our last class. We learned causes of insecurity, and today we'll be talking about rules and regulations. If you don't obey rules and regulations when there's a problem like insecurity and you are asked to live wherever you are, you might not be able to live because already you have conditioned your mind that you don't want to obey rules and regulations. And you know when that happens, you know the consequences. It could result into death, the person could be harmed, and if care is not taken, the person might find himself or herself in the hospital. So we are learning rules and regulations to prepare us to avoid danger. Before we continue, I want us to look at the learning objective today. The first thing is that you should be able to define rules and regulations in your own words. You identify rules in your home and the rules at school, and you mention consequences of disobedience to rules and regulations. What happens when you obey rules? What happens when you disobey rules? What do you understand by rules and regulations? Rules and regulations are the do's and don'ts that guide behavior. It shows how things should be done. Rules help to guide people's behavior in the school and at home. Without rules and regulations, people misbehave. And when this happens, it can lead to danger. What are your school rules? What are the rules in your school? It could be that it is not good to fight. It could be that it's not good to come late to school. It could be that you must always wear a clean uniform. It could be that you must obey your teachers. It could be that you should not spoil school property. It could be that doing your homework is very important. Now in your home, at home, what are the rules that has been given to you? Some people have it that you don't tell lies. You pray when it is time for prayers. You eat your dinner at the dining table. You don't disobey your parents. You don't fight with your siblings. What happens when rules and regulations are disobeyed? It could lead to consequences that you will not like. In the school, you might be sent out of school. You might be asked to repeat a class. You may not have friends to play with. At home, it could be that some benefits are denied you. You may be grounded. You may not be allowed to watch television or do what your siblings are doing. One bad thing about disobedience to rules and regulations is that it makes you not to have a friend. It makes people not to trust you. It makes people not to be close to you. And I know none of us want to experience that. In our next class, we'll be talking about benefits of obedience to rules and regulations. But before I stop, I want to refer you to your video link. Go back and watch the video links and watch the videos and follow the links to do your fun activities.